Hello and welcome back to the channel, and today we have another one thanks to some foolery on Twitter. In the last video I did, the one about Ice-T's interview, where he also talked about Eminem in 1999, Ice-T said that Eminem got disrespected by the crowd made up of kids that looked like him. And I said in that one thing I noticed is that it's also the case on Twitter to this day. People that look like Eminem, I'm talking about Skin, are usually the ones that try too hard to get attention when they slander Eminem, so we see them as knowledgeable about hip-hop music. And it's funny because I just said that, and now we have an example to cover in this video. And this time, this user on Twitter messed with the wrong person in his attempt to clown an Eminem fan. XXL Magazine posted a tweet asking, "Who's your favorite battle rapper?" Keep the keyword favorite in mind, and Ice Cube's son, O'Shea Jackson Jr. replied with Eminem. Of course, many people on Twitter have this notion that Eminem fans don't know nothing about hip-hop music or the culture in general, and one user was quick to pounce on someone who he presumed to be a clueless Eminem stan. He proceeded to reply, "You really don't even know the culture, brah. For real." Eminem laughing emoji. And it was until he got a couple of replies that he realized that he was indeed tweeting at Ice Cube's son, O'Shea Jackson Jr., who most of you guys know for playing Ice Cube in the mega successful Straight Outta Compton biopic. Now, before we dive into the good part, for some reason, many people forget that Eminem was a ruthless battle rapper before he blew up and got signed by Dr. Dre. He was already known by those following battle rap at that time, and if you've seen Netflix's Hip Hop Evolution series, I believe the 3rd episode, that's enough to know that Eminem was straight up fire. This isn't about 8 Mile. Eminem earned a reputation for his battles, and that was how he finally got noticed, and his tape found its way to the doctor. Now, just because he doesn't actively participate in battles since he blew up doesn't mean you have the right to clown a person that says Eminem is his favorite battle rapper. Eminem proved himself in that space before, so it isn't far-fetched, but in this attempt to ridicule an Eminem fan, this user had no idea that he was poking the hornet's nest. What should have ended with a laugh on his part turned into instant regret, and the comments pouring in have been glorious despite his efforts to save face. The first reply he got was a smackdown. "Man, the internet is wild. You got a white guy telling Ice Cube's son he doesn't know hip-hop culture because he chose Eminem. This really is the worst timeline." Quickly, before we move on, remember to hit the like button. It is free. And if you're new, also hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. Back to the point. The user tries to save face by tweeting this. "I regret ever tweeting it. I didn't even read who said it, and it just so happened to be, well, he's tagged here, and thinks I'm a D now. I just hate seeing real BR not getting its shine. BR there will stand for battle rap. And this is ironic because just because Eminem hasn't been involved on the scene for years now doesn't take away anything from him. That was how he started, what he did in the past. Eminem moved on to bigger things ever since then, and we've seen the battle side of him come out in his diss tracks, where he's remained undefeated. But you can't say he wasn't a, quote, real battle rapper, when that was actually how Eminem got noticed in the first place. Let me give you some examples to explain this. If you watch football or soccer like it's called in the United States, you know that Zinedine Zidane is considered to be one of the great footballers, but he's now retired. He's moved on to become a manager now, so let's say we're talking about our favorite footballers, and someone says Zidane. Now imagine attempting to clown the person because Zidane is now a retired footballer. That's a similar situation here. The fact that Eminem isn't in that community anymore doesn't make him a quote fake battle rapper since he's been gone for long. The same way that Zidane, retired for years now, but that doesn't make him a quote fake footballer. I hope you're getting my point. Let's use hip hop music example too. Tupac hasn't rapped since 1996. We all know why, but that doesn't mean that if you say Pac is your favorite rapper, does that mean you don't know the culture because he's not been active for obvious reasons? That's comparable when someone says Eminem is your favorite battle rapper and you try to clown the person because Eminem hasn't been involved for years now. It doesn't change his history in battle rap. Now imagine if someone said Tupac should not be considered when talking about rappers because he's not currently putting out records at the moment. Sounds absurd, right? Well, guess what? Someone pretty much said this about Eminem. Check this user out. Eminem isn't a battle rapper, he just battled before. Eminem isn't even a tool in the battle rap culture. To be real, it's been decades. Now throw in my Tupac reference to see how much sense that makes. So because you've moved on from something, everything you did should be erased as you moved on. Nice logic there, but unfortunately they went at the wrong person with this one, O'Shea Jackson Jr. Of course, Jackson Jr. replied with a question for the user that tried to shame him for his opinion. I don't know the culture because I chose Eminem as my favorite battle rapper. What? Just because Eminem moved on to bigger things, yeah, that's not even up for discussion. Bigger things. The music is far greater than the battle. Doesn't erase his past as a battle rapper who did pretty great before he moved on. Fernando Morientes will make my list of favorite footballers of all time. Many who watch football today may not even know who he is because he's retired for years now. Now imagine someone trying to clown me because I included him in my list of favorite footballers. Just absurd. So there we go guys, an attempt to shame an Eminem fan gone wrong, so it was
mission failed, we'll get him next time.
So what are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments section. Like and subscribe if you haven't, and see you on the next one.